Hey, today I would like to talk to you about self-confidence. So, I cannot say that I always or ever been a very much self-confident person, but nevertheless it was working in one way or another. But last year, when I've been applying and applying and applying and applying and been rejected and again, my self-confidence struggled a lot. I don't know, maybe I'm stupid, and maybe I'm bad engineer. Maybe everyone else is stupid. Who knows? Yeah. And right now I'd like to share the way how I fixed that for myself, how I fixed my own self-confidence. I'm not sure, okay, I'm pretty much sure that it will help not everyone, because the situations could be different, the people could be different, like whatnot. But nevertheless, first things first. Where is it? Like here. This is the source of almost all my information about self-confidence, and almost everything I will be talking today taken from that book. That's a book written by Professor Jan Robertson, who is neuroscientist, and if I remember correctly, he was a psychologist prior to that, but doesn't matter. So he described in that book in a very good language, very much understandable language, how our brain works, why we have confidence and why we have it not. He described how many biases that we have in our society doesn't worse like literally anything. He provided numerous references to different studies that was done. So I really recommend this book, to read it and to have it for future references. So this table, where it is right now, here, here, yeah. This table taken directly from that book. I've been using it for quite a while right now, and I will show you what is it about. So, as you can see, it's essentially a matrix where we have a column can do and column cannot do, and the rows can happen and cannot happen. And we have some intersections here. So, what can I do? And what can happen? I don't know, work in Google. Can it happen? Yes, it can. What else? I want to I can work in Finnish military. Right. I can do that? For sure. Will that happen? Can that happen? No. And here I also want to explain one mind trick that catched me at some point, I don't know, probably somewhere in my 20s or even earlier, and I will explain it on an example. So, President of the United States. Can I be President of the United States? Am I able to do that? Sure, I believe I can. Can it happen? By default, it's here, because they have constitution where it's stated that only born in the United States can be President of the United States, and blah 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 blah. So it cannot happen. But it can, because I can put just an enormous amount, like just all my time, all my efforts I can put into some amendment. They have some amount of amendment, let it be like 55, amendment number 55, where it will be stated that, okay, now all the states agree that the President of the United States can be born outside of the United States. Right, we will do that, and after that this can happen, but this is a mind trick I've been talking about. For sure, everything can happen. In one way or another, like sooner or later, everything can and will happen. I pretty much believe in that. But not in this example. Example of this table is, first of all, to determine what exactly you want, like what exactly you are able to not insert. So what efforts you want, you able to put there. So I'm not ready to spend my life becoming President of the United States. So I can do, but it cannot happen. Okay, let's see next. What I cannot do. I cannot fight in a war. But this can happen, right? Especially with lots of recent developments. What I cannot do and what cannot happen. So let's make it dance in Russian's big theater. Probably called not big, but nevertheless, due to many not results, due to many my language becoming sometimes weird, I'd say that. Due to many reasons, I cannot dance and it cannot happen. So, in a nutshell, this is what been described in the book, but I have added something from myself. I added coloring. So another one layer of abstraction, essentially, I don't know, let's call it want and must do. What I won't do, let's make it red. What I must do, let's make it blue. So, what I must do, must provide for my family, right? I must do. I will be perfectly happy to not to work, and to have all the time that I have for my hobbies and for my family, but will not happen. So I need to provide for my family. I must provide for my family. This I can do and this can happen. President of the United States, this is won't work in Finnish military. I don't know. Let it be must, just for example's sake. Dance in Russian speak theater. Let's say I want, but I cannot and this cannot happen. So, yeah, in a nutshell, that is it. In this way, you can understand from what you have in your life, from the amount of stuff you need to do in your life, or you want to do in your life. You can understand what can happen and you can do, and you concentrate on that. Have a good time.